The family's attorney says McClain was walking home after buying iced tea from a corner store when this call about a suspicious person was made to the Aurora PD in Colorado.
He put his hands up. I don't know. He looks sketchy. He might be a good person or a bad person.
3 officers responded to the call. McClain is seen walking on the sidewalk when officers approach him.
Stop. Stop.
One officer is heard telling McClain to stop. Things escalate when McClain allegedly attempted to grab an officer's gun. The officers then subdue him to the ground and place him in a carotid control hold, a move that restricts blood flow to the brain. McClain begs for relief, even uttering those eerily too familiar words. First responders arrived shortly after and administered ketamine, an anesthetic meant to rapidly tranquilize.
It's standard protocol for the paramedics to inject ketamine.
McClain went into cardiac arrest on the way to the hospital, where he stayed 5 days before ultimately being taken off life support. A coroner determined his cause of death undetermined.
His autopsy has now been amended. Let's put up a picture of Elijah McClain. I want to remind you that this young man was so sweet that he would play music for animals in a shelter. He was one of the kindest souls I've ever covered. In the amended report, it reads, and I quote, "I believe this tragic fatality is most likely the result of ketamine," the report said, adding McClain received a higher dosage of the sedative than he should have, meaning the paramedics broke protocol. Simply put, this dosage of ketamine was too much for this individual, and it resulted in an overdose. They did not give him the protocol amount of ketamine. They made him OD. They gave him enough to kill him. Remember, they initially avoided prosecution until members of the media, myself included, made this a story. They said there was no foul play here. It was just an accident, an unfortunate situation is how the local prosecutor characterized it initially. The original autopsy report, signed November 7th, 2019, said McClain's cause of death could not be determined. But now, new information has emerged during a grand jury investigation that prompted the state attorney general's office to order a second autopsy. There's more. The amended report comes 1 month after Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser announced that 2 police officers, 1 former officer, and 2 paramedics in the Denver suburb of Aurora had been indicted and would be charged with 1 count each of manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide, among other allegations in the 32-count indictment. Put up their pictures. The men involved in this indictment have been identified as Aurora, Colorado officers Randy Rodema and Nathan Woodyard, former officer Jason Rosenblatt, and paramedics Peter Sachunik and Jeremy Cooper. All five had now been indicted for the death of Elijah McClain. Now, because of a citizen-led grand jury, there has been a real investigation. There has been real evidence uncovered, and now there are real indictments for justice for this young male. Beautiful soul.